Welcome to the Human Design Festival.
Live in Sofia and online worldwide.
Hello and welcome to the virtual space of the Human Design Element. We have gathered together to talk about the upcoming International Human Design Festival that is happening live in Sofia and online worldwide. And I am one of the organizers. My name is Lucrezia, and this is Veronica, my partner in this wonderful event. So hello to you, Veronica.
Hello, everybody, and nice to have you here. Join us, and we're talking about what is awaiting for us this year at the International Online and Live Festival. And we have a very special guest with us today, Dr. Yogeshwar Kasture. And hi to you.
Hello.
Nice to have you with us. Would you like to present yourself a little bit, say a few words about yourself for those who don't know you?
I'm Yogeshwar. I'm from India. Joyfully practicing my design, experimenting with it, and working with others to do the same.
Actually, Yogeshwar is, as far as I know, the only consultant and analyst in India and living your design guide. So, and India is a huge country.
Yeah.
So they're really lucky to have you there, Yogeshwar. And this year's slogan of the festival is being your element. So I'm really wondering, what is your element?
My element is getting the opportunity to not only accumulate the information or the knowledge, but to play with it. My element is anything and everything that encourages me to experience and then build my awareness around my experience.
Yeah.
And
actually,
all this with the joy, all this with the joy of being alive in this form. That's my element.
And you do actually a lot of workshops in India, live with participants. Would you like to share a little bit about that?
From the very beginning, when I began my work here in India, I was convinced that only information is not going to serve the purpose, considering the cultural background to our country is more than 5,000 years old. And yet the misery, yet the discord is so deeply rooted in everybody's life. And enough of talking, enough of thinking also. Let's jump. Let's jump. So that's how I began my journey. And then I started building different workshops around it based on the concept of survival, communication, fears, life force energies, interactions, that, so many different things.
All that makes us human.
All that makes us human to take the experience of life.
Right. And in this line of thought, how was it for you when you first met this concept through human design? Like, don't trust the mind, don't listen to the mind, pay attention if you make decisions with your mind, and what does this cost you? So how was this for you? Was it something too much of a provocation, or it was something that you already had discovered for yourself in some way?
Before human design came into my life, I have made sure that my life is totally at the peak of the chaos. So I was at that level where nothing was like too surprising or shocking to me or to my mind. So in my case, I would say it was rather a relief that, this sounds interesting. That don't trust your mind. Let me play with it. So that was so for me, it is not specifically like before and after human design. For me, it is continuity. And human design brought me the shift in the way now I am experiencing my life as compared to how I was experiencing my life before human design. So human design helped me shift my experience of being in this form and being of service to the rest of the humanity.
Sounds great to
Actually,
me.
actually, you're also a Vedic astrologer, and how do you combine? I know that when somebody doesn't know their birth hour, we recommend as analysts that they go not just to an astrologist, but to a Vedic astrologist because they have the most exact precision tools to get to the exact hour, which is crucial for human design to have the correct chart, as things can change every 8 minutes on base level. But can you say something more about how you combine actually Vedic astrology with human design? And yeah, what is Vedic astrology as well?
Vedic astrology basically is about experiencing the totality of existence.
Mm.
So Vedic astrology gives us a sense of a macro level view of life. That where do I fit in the totality of the existence? I knew the concepts since it is in our family. After human design, there were two phases. The first phase, my mind was like, no, only human design makes sense. Keep aside Vedic astrology. I experienced that phase. Later on, as my own experiments went uh, deeper, I would say, or they were going effortlessly, later on, I realized that no, life is not this versus that. Life is never like that. It was we humans who create this division, this versus that, so that we can classify and have the vanity of a supremacy over the flow and the nature and the concept of life. And there I realized, I noticed that it is a continuity. And that continuity shifts from Vedic astrology, the macro level way of looking at life, to human design, which is the micro level, existential way of experiencing life. So, looking at life and experiencing life. This is how now I see the relation between Vedic astrology and human design. Recently, somebody asked me that she wants to understand her Vedic chart, but in line with the design. And in Vedic astrology, there are certain concepts. One of them is called as Mahadasha. Mahadasha is trying to understand the life event cycle, the life story cycle of your life based on your Vedic chart. So I recommended her that I have never infused and I have never integrated these two things together actually. But if you feel like we can integrate these two, that Mahadashas along with your design, especially the not self themes of your design. And we are excited to explore that area. So that's how I look at it. There is no separation, there is no versus, it's just continuity.
Mm.
Very interesting. I want to ask you one more question, Yogeshwar. Could you share with us if there is some significant improvement in your life after you started exploring and applying the human design knowledge in your life? What would that be?
Oh, there are many. Right now, at the top of my mind, the first thing that comes is I have stopped interfering in my own life.
Wonderful. Yeah, to start creating obstruction
I am
in our own
learning
life.
to I am learning to allow the movement to guide me so that I can accept the limitations and embrace my life for what it is, not what my mind wants it to be. That's what comes to my mind.
Yeah,
Amazing.
we're all
Amazing.
there, right?
Yeah. Great place to be in acceptance.
Yeah.
Sounds easy, but when it comes to application, not so easy.
Yeah, that's the difference between information and experience, I think.
Mhm.
Information mostly sounds very easy.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time to have this conversation. And to you guys that you are watching this video, if you would like to have your own experience and create your own awareness and be really in your element, maybe you can consider coming live to Sofia, even if you live far away, or get to the online experience. So check our website, check our social media for many other interesting interviews with speakers and teachers like Yogeshwar. And there will be also interesting promotions and games. So stay tuned.
Yay. Thank you very much, Yogeshwar. It was a pleasure, as always, to meet you
Same here,
and
same here.
tap in your wisdom and your experience. You have very interesting. We had a long conversation before we started recording, guys. Sorry you were not included, but that's why you can join us on the festival and get some more from Yogeshwar and from the other lecturers. Indeed, stay tuned, and we're waiting for you soon to actually join the live event and meet with other human design enthusiasts who talk the same language, experience. That's one of the things we noticed while interviewing all these wonderful lecturers from around the globe. We're all human, and our challenges are similar. But it's so encouraging to meet other enthusiasts who really try to live authentically and experience and experiment with their design. So the festival is really a place to tune in and to connect with other people, like-minded individuals who experience similar things as you. So you're really welcome to join us. Would you like to? Yay. Okay. Bye for now and see you soon.
See you soon. Bye bye.
Would you like to join us?
And truly be in your element.